Shana Bashana, an Afghan concept used to describe the relationship that ISAF strives to maintain with Afghan forces. Its translation, Shoulder to Shoulder, is now the title of a new children's book. Major Shawn Robinson took his responsibilities as a father, Marine, and Afghan advisor to the next level.
I had the idea that I would write the book to my daughter, explaining to her why Dad had to go to Afghanistan. And it occurred to me that there was a father in Afghanistan that was having the same personal experience that I was. Shoulder to Shoulder is really the story of two children that are growing up. One is growing up in Afghanistan and the other in the United States. Each of them have fathers that are called to duty. They tell their sons about the friend that they met in Afghanistan, and they share that story of love, friendship, and cooperation. They tell the stories of their fathers. Jawed and David are able to share where their freedoms and their liberties came from, and that's how the story ends.
For many, the story ends before seeing the fruits of their works.
I had a friend that was killed over here in 2008, who was a good friend of mine, and it caused me to have a lot of negative feelings about Afghanistan.
After more than a decade, he began to wonder if it was all worth it.
Look at one little girl in Afghanistan and tell me she doesn't deserve a future. Meeting the teachers at SDSU, working with the ATG role players, and then finally coming over here on this deployment and seeing the people, it changed my heart.
In the spirit of being the change he wished to see, he enlisted help.
I approached my mom's art class and I said, "Hey Mom, I have this idea for this book." The outpouring of support that they provided was just unbelievable. It's a trilingual book. It's been translated into Dari and Pashto.
برادران ما با هم یک جا کار کردند تا ما را از همه خطرها محفوظ نگه دارند.
There's an Afghan father out there that can show his children, "Hey, I worked with the Americans to provide your freedoms so that you could vote."
Like Jawed and David's fathers, Shawn and Derek, friends, brought together in conflict, but separated by circumstances, inspire a legacy for a brighter future. From Camp Leatherneck, Afghanistan, I'm Army Sergeant Chiquita Peña.